This just in from the National Real Estate Cafe with Don Gino and Gino Frontier, where you get your daily dose of real estate market updates.
Hey, that was pretty good, Don.
Thank you very much.
So the best way to get these updates every single day is to text NREC to 58885. NREC to 58885 to get this great information. And today we've got another piece of great information for you. And I love this, Don. This is a great slide. Slam, bam, pow.
Thank you, ma'am. Everybody's thinking, well, what's that from? Batman in the days, but you younger folk are going, what the heck?
Yeah, this is not a slide for millennials, but if you ever read the Batman comic books or watched the show, you know what those were.
Basically, what these are is people's opinions. What is the opinion about the housing market potential bubble? We've been telling you over and over and over, because we know it causes a housing bubble, that we're not heading into one. But the media likes to spin things. So what really causes a housing bubble, Gino?
Well, so, it's funny, right? At the end of the day, the bottom line is greed. That's what causes a housing bubble. It starts with, I'd like to buy a house, and you get the first-time home buyer that really wants the house for the right reason. And then they say, oh, values are going up, so then you have investors that make responsible investments and sell the homes for a profit, and everything's nice and responsible. And then it starts picking up steam, and as you see transactions start to happen over and over again, it becomes a Ponzi scheme. That's what ends up happening, Don.
Well, basically, like you said, greed. Then speculators come in where they're going to figure on buying a home, and it's going to automatically go up, and they're going to sell a home, plus loose lending. Mm-hmm. We had a lot of that where people are purchasing homes they really couldn't afford. But then that made them buy the next home because they can actually buy the home without actually affording it, and so forth and so on. And like Gino said, because of Ponzi scheme and it's a bubble burst. Right now, we're going to show you some info that why they're saying there might be a bubble burst. This is the 1 month price change. But remember, we're in some of the hottest months of the entire year. So the media is jumping on the fact that nationally we're at 1.7% increase in prices in 1 month.
Yeah, that would be astronomical, right? To have an 18 to 19% nationwide appreciation level, that doesn't happen. That would create a bubble if we had that,
yes.
Don. But this is, again, this data is from the best months of the year. If you looked at January, you look at December, February, that whole corner up in the upper right-hand side of the country where we're seeing 2.3 and 3.9 and all that, when it becomes the frozen tundra, that's the worst part of the country.
Right, California's only at 0.5%.
Yeah.
So let's see what some of the experts say. All right, we'll start off. Wall Street Journal, Nick... tomorrow's, I guess. Predictions of the national home price bubble unfounded for now, according to the data. We have, I don't really see it as a bubble. My view is that we are away from another housing price bubble. Jack Gutenberg, he's a professor of finance, at Wharton School of University. He pretty much knows what he's talking about.
These are all really smart guys, Don. I'm not even going to pretend that these guys don't know more than we do. They're economists. They're chief economists. And look, to have a bubble, you need to have construction rates higher than the perceived demand. This is really good, which is what happened in 2003 to 2007. Right now, however, we have the reverse of that. So unless builders are building too much, it becomes supply and demand. This goes all back down to the basics. Right now, there's still too much demand and not enough supply. When you see the tables turn, maybe it'll be different.
Hey, look at this next slide. So why have prices been increasing? Boom, just what you said, Gino.
Yeah.
Boy, he's smart. It's all about supply and demand, and the builders are taking their time with jumping back in the market. We're not going to have an oversupply. So right now we're looking good. It's a great time to buy. We have more, Jonathan Smoke, Realtor.com, chief economist. So does that mean we're in a housing? Nope. That just means what happens when demand increases faster than supply.
Now, let's be honest. Yes, we are creating a bubble. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to create a bubble, and it's supposed to burst. Now, the only problem is last time the way it burst was just devastating. But the housing always has a 7 to 10 year cycle.
Right.
And so we're just expecting that we're going to have another longer cycle because it was so deep, it was so depressed. It took a longer cycle this time to recover. So are we in a bubble now? No. But do we need to keep our eyes open? Absolutely.
We always, and that's why you need to tune in daily, because you see, we agree that there's no housing bubble now, but if you tune in daily to the National Real Estate Cafe by texting NREC to 58885, find out more on NREcafe.com to make sure you don't get caught in a bubble. We'll see you later.